Welcome, Zuzanna Konarska.
Stanisław Matczak.
And we will also start from some exercise, but this time it will be much easier than previous time.
Yes.
We would like to ask you to stop whenever you are doing right now.
Just for a moment.
Yeah, stop writing emails, so on. Put your hand on your stomach and take a very deep breath. Please do it now. Thank you for this. We needed this because we will tell you the story with a lot of stress and frustration, so we need to have some relax.
At the beginning, of course.
So we are Scrum Masters, and sometimes we are approached with the request, please implement Scrum in some team or organization, set of the teams. And sometimes this process is nice and easy, but sometimes we have reactions like this. We have resistance against Scrum. And this resistance can have different sources. We can meet the managers who will ask the questions, come on, this self-organization doesn't work. Or where is a place for me, or who will push the people.
And stakeholders?
And stakeholders can ask the questions, where is my plan, where is detailed scope, what the heck is sprint review, and why should I be there?
And the last?
And the last and our favorite example, we can meet the development team who said, no, this framework is not for us, please don't do it to us. This situation is quite stressful for us as a Scrum Masters, and we would like to tell you some stories related with this.
So one warning at the beginning, so we just made some simplifications in our stories, but it's actually based on facts.
So real situations were much more complex. However, if we will go into details, we will spend 1 more hour here.
Okay, so story number 1, just call it, we don't know what Scrum is, so let's do it. Okay, one time manager came to the team and said, okay, so now I would like you will work in just a simple meetings, so will be daily stand-ups, there will be planning at the beginning, and there will be something what is called the end of the month. There will be some kind of, I don't want to call it retrospective, but some kind of meetings.
And demo. We will.
Demo, yeah, of course. And then, and there will be also some guy which is called product owner, but it's not there yet, of course. And I, as your manager, I'll become your Scrum Master because I just finished all of the courses.
So I'm certified, you know.
Yeah, of course. So what's going on with our team? Our team said, all right, it's another reorganizations which we have in this company. We just survived 10 of them. So we also survived this, what is called a Scrum. So what's going on? Of course, at the end there was a meeting, there was a planning, there was also daily stand-ups. Everything actually appeared, but this what we observed was actually mechanical Scrum because there was no increase in increment and no increase in efficiency. And the team looks like that. So we just call it zombie Scrum, of course. And the solution for this actually was quite simple because it's about the education. And we need a very well-educated Scrum Master at the beginning and try to ask for all of these questions. So why, what, and how to have the purpose.
Mm-hmm. The second story starts pretty much the same. So somebody said, hi, we would like to be agile and let's implement Scrum. In this story, we had 2 teams. And the beginning was much better. So first of all, we had Scrum Master, which really knew the framework. Secondly, there was a very conscious decision to implement all elements of Scrum. So let's have all roles, all events, or artifacts. And there was a training for all team members. It was PSF. Quite a good start, I would say. Yes. Team started to work. 3 months passed, and then I realized that something strange is happening. So the first team was really extremely happy about the framework. They said, this is our framework. We always wanted to work this way. We like it. And it was visible.
They spent time on the vacation, yes, also?
Yeah.
That's the reason.
The team liked making experiments, changes. They experimented with different kind of retrospectives, and so on and so on. The second team was really far away from happiness. They said, work is work, you have to do it anyway, and the framework doesn't matter. doesn't change anything. And I started to think, where is the difference? Because we have the same organization, the same team manager, the same product owner, and two different behaviors. And I believe the difference was in the values of the team members. In first team, the team members really valued their common collaboration. They like to work together, they like to solve complex problems together, they like to helping each other. It was just like being on one boat and steering in one direction. The second team, by the way, this team consists of real IT experts, really professionals, and they did amazing things. However, they more valued their individual contribution than creating something together as a team. So when we had sprint review, in first team I heard we delivered something, we as a team. In second team I heard I delivered, I finished, I made it. So I believe the story is about the values. Two teams, two different value sets, and this is a hard situation for Scrum Masters because we cannot change somebody's values.
But we really wanted, of course, Staszek.
So I would like you to change your values from tomorrow. Your value set is wrong, please change it.
Be more respect.
It doesn't work. But we can do very simple things. We can trigger the discussion about the values. We can show the connection between the values and behaviors. We can show Scrum values, and we can ask the team members about their values. So please talk with them about the values.
Okay, and story number 3, which is called The Strange Case of Benjamin, is actually based on facts, but it's not this case of movie, which you probably know it. So, Benjamin is our superhero. A superhero is very well qualified developer. He actually worked in the same company as several years. He actually working there after graduation, and he's the best in his company, of course. And so it's how it was in the first case. The company decided to be agile. Of course, they have a plan to undergo transformation. And Benjamin, actually, he finished all of the courses, so the same story as a manager before, but he did not really believe in Scrum or even other frameworks. And what's going on? And one more thing, Benjamin also got used to work with a small team, really small team, like 2 or 3 people. But he also preferred to work with one-on-one. And again, with very well-qualified architects. And then manager said, all right, Benjamin, you're welcome. This is our new team, and I would like you be the expert in this team. So right now you were working with juniors. How do you like it? Of course, Benjamin said, okay, and of course you will have a Scrum Master. But this is how we measure this. It's called WTF matter for Benjamin, of course. So first thing, comfort zone. Benjamin was totally out of his comfort zone. The other things, I have to work in team. My goodness, really? I need to do it. And I have a juniors in team. All right, shit happens. And we have to work in Scrum. Oh my goodness, it's not the end of my misfortune, really. And the last thing, maybe the worst thing, I don't know. My Scrum Master is a woman, and she is also the person who is not qualified in the technical background. Come on.
You're joking.
No, that was based on facts, as I said at the beginning. So what we realized after that, that we need to just to move back, step back, and try to educate Benjamin and tell him why we are right now doing agile methods framework, Scrum framework. What is the main why for it? But also, as I realized that it's not the reason. It's not the Benjamin. It's just the symptoms that something's going on in our organization, our management need to decide and to think about it. So again and again, educate, educate, and educate.
And the last story, and in this story we have quite big organization, development of big IT system and networks of the team. So a lot of communication, a lot of dependencies. You know the beginning of the story because it's always the same. Somebody important said, Agile, blah, 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 Scrum, blah, 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 please do it. And most of the team said, okay, let's try, let's see. And there was one team who said, no, 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 please don't do it to us. Don't use Scrum on us. And we start to ask the question, why? What is the reason? Why don't you like this, this framework? And we receive a bunch of good answers. We are special. We have a lot of urgent tasks.
We are all individuals.
Yeah, we are. Our tasks are hard to estimate, and so on and so on. We started to dig deeper in this issue, and we discovered one thing. The team wanted to stay with their current ways of working, which was very simple. There was a task list and individual assignments. So the person grabbed the task and executed until it was done. And this way of working was really comfortable to the team. They really, it was very low transparency, very low level of the teamwork, and in fact, no strict deadline. So they really like to be in this place. And we realized that the resistance is not about the framework, but the resistance is connected with getting out of this comfort zone. We learned one thing. We missed one element in the puzzle. We missed a person who will tell to the team what do they build, why do they build it, what's important, what is urgent, what is the cost of delay, and so on. In Scrum, it's the best situation when this person is product owner. So only if we have this person who can make attention in the team, we can use the Scrum to use this tension to make the team move.
So that will be our lessons. We will also would like to tell you something more. So the first thing is about resistance. That resistance is just happens, that's all. And especially if you are a Scrum Master or Agile coach, you need to be just to be patient, that's all. Because especially at the beginning, and you're just working in a Scrum environment and Agile environment, especially as a young Scrum Master, you really believe in Scrum framework, and you really...
And you like it.
And you like it, of course. So why the hell you don't want to do Scrum? So be calm and peaceful.
So please be prepared. Sometimes it's not easy, nice and easy, and sometimes it's not, and that's just life. The second lesson for me, if I see the resistance, if I experience resistance, and if I want to do with something, I need to start with discovering the real reason. Because in each of the stories we told you, there was a different reason. It was lack of the education, it was an issue connected with values, it was strong individual person, it was wish to stay in the comfort zone. So the reasons can be different. We also can have this situation with mix of different reasons. So for solving a problem, we can, for applying the solution, we need to know the problem first.
And the last thing is about the values, but it's not about values, global values, but about your values. So meeting with resistance is a personal test of your Scrum values in yourself. So can I ask you some kind of questions, Staszek?
Go ahead.
Let's try it. So how open you are to other points of view? Let's think about it. Do you have the respect for person with different opinions? Do you have courage to express your position as a Scrum Master or Agile coach? And are you committed to do your job as a Scrum Master? And do you really are focused on your team? So that is the questions, yes?
You said it's about the respect, openness, courage,
focus,
commitment. I heard these words, so I read it somewhere. Okay, that's all we prepared. If you have any other story you want to share with us, we would be happy to talk with you.
Any questions, of course.
After this presentation, this experience was hard for us. However, it was great learning exercise for us. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much.